Question 29. The diagram is a square of side 2 cm in which inscribed circle with center O. Use the information to answer the question below. Find the area of the shaded portion. To find the area of the shaded portion, you consider the diagram. The 2 cm, that is the diameter of the circle, right? So the radius here, if you consider the radius from the circumference of the circle to the center will be equal to 1 centimeter. Right, that will be equal to 1 centimeter. Now you are asked to find the area of the shaded portion. To find the area of the shaded portion, you have to first of all find the area of the square. And area of a square is equal to length times breadth. Length times the breadth, right? So the length is 2 centimeter, the breadth is 2 centimeter. So area of the square, let's represent it as S, will be equal to 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. And then you subtract area of the circle from it to give you the area of the shaded portion. So area of the circle is equal to pi r square. So pi is equal to 22/7. So circle C will be equal to, the area will be equal to pi, which is 22/7 times r. And the radius here is 1 centimeter because the height, the breadth of the square is 2 centimeter, and half of it gives you the radius of the circle. So it will give you 1 r square. So 22/7 times 1 square will give you 22/7. So to find the area of the shaded portion, which is A of the shaded portion, will be equal to, take the area of the square minus area of the circle, which is 22/7. So let's find A. So here you can take the LCM as 7. So 7 times 4 will give you 28 here, minus this 7 will cancel 7, 7 will cancel 7, 7 will cancel 7, leaving 22 here. 28 minus 22 will give you 6. So it will be 6/7. And that's the final answer, 6/7. But we have to convert the fraction to decimal. So 6/7 in decimal will give you 0.8571. So let's check here. So in 2 decimal places it will be 0.86. So the correct answer is A. The correct answer is A here. A similar question, question 13. The diagram is a square of sides 2 cm in which inscribed circle with center O. Use the information to answer the question below. Find the area of the circle. Area of the circle is equal to pi r square, right? But with the square, we have the breadth to be equal to 2 cm and the height 2 cm. So the height being 2 cm, it forms the diameter of the circle. That is, this is the diameter of the circle, which is 2 cm. So therefore, the radius, which is equal to half a diameter, will be equal to 1 centimeter. So the radius will be equal to 1 centimeter. So you just substitute inside the formula pi r square, which will give you pi is equal to 22/7. And then you take radius, which is equal to 1 square. So the answer will be equal to 22/7. 1 square times 22/7 will give you 22/7, and 22/7 in decimal will give you 3.14. In 2 decimal places to give you 3.14. The answer is A. Centimeter square, because you are finding radius, you are finding area, so it will be centimeter square. A man can take 12 hours to do a piece of work. How long will it take 6 men working at the same rate to do the work. So if one man, that's ratio and proportion. If one man, it takes 12 hours, that's the time it takes to do the same work. Then with 6 men, then how long will it take to do the work? Let's represent it with x, because we don't know the number of hours it will take for 6 men to do the work. X to be equal to 12 all over 6. Therefore x is equal to 6 is in itself 1 to 6 into 12 2, so 2 hours. So the answer there will be C. Convert 12.03 meters to centimeters. So to convert meters to centimeters, you just divide by 100. So we have 12.03 divided by 100, and 12.03 divided by 100 will give you 0.1203 in centimeters, which is A. Question 33. A quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel is called. So let's consider A is a kite, right? A is a kite like this. A is a kite like this. So it disqualifies to be a quadrilateral because it doesn't have one pair being parallel. It doesn't have parallel sizes. Let's consider rectangle. They are all four-sided figures. So with rectangles, they have two pairs. Two pairs are parallel, so it also disqualifies. So A and B are wrong. Let's consider C. It's the same thing as the rectangle, but this time around square is having all the sizes being equal, and then two pair instead of one pair is two pairs that are parallel. These two lines are parallel, they do not meet. But let's consider D, which is the last one. That is a trapezium. It's like this. It's like this. The trapezium is like this, with this side parallel to this side. It has only one pair parallel to in the figure. It has only one parallel size. One pair is parallel, so therefore trapezium is the answer. The answer here is D, is trapezium. A book was sold for 48 Ghana cedis as a profit of 20%. Find the cost price. We have profit, which is the selling price minus the cost price, all over cost price times 100 to be equal to profit percentage. Now we have been given selling price, which is 48 Ghana cedis, and we are asked to find cost price. So our cost price times 100, and we have been given profit percentage, which is equal to 20%. 20. Now here we can multiply both sides by cost price. So we now have 48 48 minus cost price, right? 48 minus cost price like this times 100 to be equal to 20% CP. That's the cost price, right? If you multiply both sides by cost price, here times cost price will cancel cost price, leaving 48 minus cost price times 100. This statement is equal to 20% of cost price. Now let's divide both sides by 100 to get rid of the 100 at the left hand side. So here is over 100, here over 100. So 100 will cancel 100, leaving 48 minus the cost price. 48 minus the cost price to be equal to 20 over 100 times the cost price, right? Twenty over 100 will give you 0.2. So here we now have 0.2. 20 over 100 will give you 0.2 CP. That's the cost price, to be equal to 48 minus CP. But we want to find CP, so I suggest we send the CP across here so that it will become 48 to be equal to 0.2 CP plus CP. So 0.2% cost price plus cost price will give you 1 plus 0.2 will give you 1.2. So we now have 1.2 CP to equal to 48 here. So we divide both sides by 1.2 all over 1.2. 1.2 will cancel 1.2, we're leaving the cost price to be equal to 48 over 1.2 to be equal to 40. 48 over 1.2 to be equal to 40, right? And that's the final answer, meaning the cost price to be equal to 40. The cost price is equal to 40. There is a formula to find cost price when selling price and the profit is given, but without following the formula, that is how you go